Good morning, everyone. We'll get started in just a couple minutes. Thanks so much for joining. Hi, good morning, everyone. Thanks for joining us today. My name is Monica Brady. I am the account director here at Photofy, as well as the head of training, and I also take care of support. So when you guys send in support questions, I am the one answering them. So thank you so much for joining today. This is the Norwex plus Photofy Getting Started and Staying Connected webinar. I did pre-record this. This is pre-recorded as soon as I get that started. But I wanted to let you guys know I am going to be here watching the chat so that if you do ask any questions, I can answer them in chat while the training is running. And there is going to be some time at the end for a live question and answer session and demo. So if you guys have any questions that you'd like a demo of or to see how it's done, if you would please use the Q&A button instead of the chat. That way I can track them and make sure that I get through them at the end. Other than that, feel free to chat away. I'll be keeping an eye on the chat room, and let me go ahead and get this training started. So thanks again for joining, and I'll be back as soon as this part is over.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you so much for joining today. This is Monica Brady. I am the account director at Photofy, as well as the head of training. I take care of all of the webinars, and I'm so glad that you're able to join us today. Just a couple of things. This is pre-recorded. However, I am standing by to answer any questions you may have. Go ahead and tap on or click on the Q&A button at the bottom of your Zoom window, and feel free to put any questions you have there while this training goes through. And once the recording is done, I'll pop on and do some live demos and Q&A sessions for you guys. This is being recorded as well, so if you have any questions that you want to come back to later on at the end, then we'll go ahead and have those posted up on our support page at support.photofy.com. Just locate the Norwex button and everything will be placed in there for you to come back to, as well as all of our older webinars and video tutorials and some other questions that have come up from different consultants over the last couple of years. First thing I wanted to show you is how to register. If you have not registered just yet, it's super easy. You just need to go to photofy.com/Norwex. And you can either scroll through the page and see some examples, learn a little bit more, or just click on the Get Started button and that'll take you to the bottom where you'll input your name, first and last, your email address, and your phone number. The email address that you put in here must be the same email address that Norwex has on file for your Office Suite subscription. The Photofy plus Norwex subscription is a benefit for Office Suite subscribers. So this is available at no additional cost to you. So there's no reason not to join. Go ahead and, like I said, first name, last name, email address, and phone number. What will happen next is it'll take you through a little bit of questions, and then at the very end, you'll see a success page that gives you a password, temporary password. I can't get to it because I don't have a Office Suite subscription here, but you'll get a little success message, and there will be a password in there where you can go ahead and move over to your mobile device, whether that be a phone or a tablet, and sign in for the first time. So I'm going to go ahead and switch over to my phone here. Give me just a second. All right. So on your phone, once you have registered on the website, now you can also register on your phone on the website. But once you've got that taken care of, go ahead and go over to your mobile app store, whether you are on iPhone or Android. Android, you'll be at your Google Play Store. And you're going to go ahead and go in there, and you're going to search for Photofy. And there will be a couple options that come up. You're going to look for our logo. Type in Photofy. You can use Photofy content creation. And if you have not downloaded it yet, it will ask you to download. I've got it already. The first time you sign in, once you've installed it, you'll have a series of pictures. Just swipe through, and that'll bring you up to your sign-in page, which looks just like this. You'll go ahead and tap on Business Sign-In, and you'll enter your information to sign into the app. And the very first time you sign in, a message will pop up saying, "Welcome, we're so glad you're here." This one will not do it because I've actually signed into this a bunch of times, but you'll have a profile to fill out, and that's going to ask you all kinds of info. This is your public-facing contact information, whatever you would like to appear on your content that you're creating so that people will know how to get a hold of you. Whether you've got, want to put your cell phone number, Google Voice number, your website so that people can purchase from you, all kinds of good stuff. Now keep in mind, your screen may look a little different than mine. I am using an iPhone. If you are on Android, you're only going to have 5 buttons instead of 6. Don't worry, you still have access to everything. It's just in a little bit different of a place. And I'll go over that here in just a minute. First thing, if you did not fill out your entire profile and you want to go back to it, you can tap on the 3 lines at top left, go to Settings, and go to Manage Profile. This should load up and show you all of your information. This email right here at the top is actually the email that you sign into the app with. This does not have to do with your contact info. So this is the one that needs to match up with your Office Suite subscription. If you scroll down a bit, you'll see a section that says Update Tokens. This is your public-facing contact info. You'll see things like your email, your business Facebook page, personal Facebook, Instagram. Anything that has the red asterisk next to it means it is a required field. The other ones are optional. So go ahead and fill that information out, and you can either individually save them. So what's going to happen is, I'll do this one right here. Let's see, twitter.com/J Smith Norwex. So we'll just pretend. So it turns yellow, and that tells me that I've made a change there. To save it, you can either click on the Save button on the right-hand side, or if you're doing multiple changes, you're going to want to hit the Save All Tokens button at the bottom. Once it's saved, it will turn green. And go ahead and go back. All right, so additional information. We'll just go ahead and give you a quick tour. First thing that I want to direct your attention to is the inspiration stream. These are images that Norwex has favorited and wanted to share with you as inspiration. You cannot make any changes to these images. All of the assets that are in these pictures are available to you within the subscription, except for any personal photos like this before and after here. You tap on that and bring it up. The sync pictures obviously are not going to be available to you because that is somebody's personal thing. But your before, after, your logo, all that is going to be available for you. Same with this. So this will be available, the before and after. This is a collage frame available within the app, and then somebody's logo there. But things like the thank you for your order, these are all available in there for you. So you can go ahead and find those within the app. That's cute. Okay, so that is your inspiration stream. I'm going to skip over scheduler because Android folks, you do not have that on your main screen, but it is elsewhere, and I'll go ahead and show you where in a bit. We're going to move on to reposts. Now, Photofy is available for everybody, whether you are a graphic designer or not. And what we like to do is have something available for every level. Reposts are perfect for those of you who do not want to take the time to create something or aren't sure how to begin. The reposts are created by Norwex, and they are absolutely ready to share. All you have to do is choose one, and then it'll take you to the sharing page. So they've got different things in here available for you, sometimes in different languages. A lot of stuff was just recently updated, so that's really cool. But here's the new reindeer. And if tap on it, and it'll take you straight over to your sharing page. And from here, you can add it to your story or add it to your Instagram feed. And then you can move forward to do your caption and post. Sometimes you'll find an image that has text behind it that they'd like you to share. So if you find anything like that, a message will pop up that says the text has been copied to your clipboard. And all you have to do is paste it. Let's see, and I know one of these actually has that info. All right, so we're going to share this, and there you go. The following caption was copied to your clipboard. To find out how you can be part of the solution, so you're going to go ahead and tap OK. And we'll go to our feed, hit next. And then here you can go ahead and just paste, and it's there. So every once in a while, they'll have a message for you that they'd like you to share. And you can go ahead and it'll show that information there for you. All right, the next one I'm going to go to is artwork. Now you can start with artwork, or you can start with your background images, which would be photos and collages. Artwork is great because if there's a certain product that you want to highlight and you know where that product is or what that product is, you can start here and find it. It's like we want to highlight this. Now it's going to take us to the photos and collages section because it needs a background image to go over. So I want to go ahead and grab a background here. We'll use this one. We'll hit continue. And now I can move the product however I need to. Now it looks like our background is kind of missing something there. Let's go ahead and change this because I think it may have a different ratio. Yep. So you can go to that edit layout and ratio, and you can change the size of your image. We've got a lot of presets in here. I know there's something called Squee that you guys use for your parties. You can add a custom dimension if you know what that is. I do not. I apologize. But if you want to go ahead and add that, you can say maybe 1080 by 700. I'm just using a random number. You can go ahead and do that. And now it's set for that size, and you can resize everything. We're going to move that Norwex up. There you go. So you can kind of do some fun things with this. Now, this is considered a freeform creation. So I see these lines here. Maybe there's going to be some text that you want to add. Maybe new product. And then you can choose your font and move that into place. If you notice that it's too big, you can resize it to fit. Oops. I'll go ahead and do that. All right. So let me go ahead and change my ratio back to the original. There we go. And then you can add some more text. Use something that fits a little bit better. All right, so we've got that in there. Now, if you want to add some contact info, you can do that as well. So we'll say Jane Smith, 919-504-6484, apply, and then we'll place that over here. So that is a little bit of the freeform content creation. The other thing you can do instead is start with the background and say, you want to do maybe a fall picture. Let's see if they have any fall offerings here. A lot of really cool spring ones. Gifting. I don't see fall per se, but you know what's really cool? Here, I like these tabletop ones. So we'll start with the tabletop. How's that? Now, what you can do is go to edit your add text and overlays. You'll find all of your artwork under this button here. You can start grabbing items and placing them on your tabletop. So if you want to resize, move them to fit. Now, if the background doesn't seem like it works too well, like maybe something's kind of blending too much, you can add a shadow to it. I really like using the shadows because it makes my product images kind of pop out a little bit. And then from here, just hit apply. And then I saw one more product that we want to add. I think it was the foaming soap. Nope, that's one we already have. Okay, so we're going to go and hit back. And go ahead and add this one. That's what I was missing. All right, we'll resize that to fit as well. Perfect. We'll add a shadow so that it stands out. All right, so now that we've got the products in there, let's go ahead and apply, and we'll go back to artwork, and we'll want to add our logo. So we'll scroll down a little bit here. And we'll have Norwex Independent Consultant, and see how my name pops up right there? That's part of the tokens. So we'll format this just to fit. Now, if you notice that there's a typo, this is editable. So all I have to do is click on the text tab, and then you can make any changes right there. But I think we're good as it is right now. And I want to add my contact info. So we'll add my phone number. And I really like this font. All right, we're going to make it. Here's something really cool. You may or may not know you have. It's called Spectrum. And so my font right now is white, but I want it to match the Norwex logo. Click on Spectrum and grab this eyedropper. And you'll see it pop up like a little magnifying glass. Move it around. And now it's going to pick the proper color blue so that it remains on brand. I'm going to resize and move this up under my name. And it looks like it belongs there completely. So we'll hit apply. And this is the image that I want to send. So I'm done. We're going to go ahead and hit done. And this will take us to the sharing page. All right. So from here, I can share to Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest, all these preset options here. If there's something I want to do that's not available, all I have to do is tap on more share options. And now I've got everything that's available to me on my phone. This one doesn't have very much, but because I have an iPhone and a computer, now some people would rather share on the computer. If you do like your Facebook posts or your party posts on the computer, you can share it to your computer via AirDrop if you are on a Mac with an iPhone. Alternative options would be to email it to yourself or put it in a Google Drive or something like that. Dropbox, however you'd like to access it. But other than that, that's ready to go. Now, for those of you on Android who were wondering, where's my scheduler? It is right here on the sharing page. Right here at the bottom. And this is same for you with iPhones. So tap on schedule. What day and time do you want to send it? We'll just say we're going to send it today at 2:46. Enter your caption. Let's say new products arriving soon. and call me. Next, now you get to choose where do you want to share to. I typically go Instagram and then done. So now my post has been scheduled. I can either go check it out now or I can check it out later. If I hit now, it's going to show me this. So it's scheduled. Keep in mind, scheduler will not automatically post for you. What it will do is it will send you a push notification that will ask you if you're ready to post it. It's already done. It gives you the opportunity to make any changes that you need, but it will not automatically post. So one thing I wanted to show you as well is the projects feature. If you're on an iPhone or Android machine, Android phone or tablet, look for the icon that looks like a piece of paper. It's going to be in the top row. Android, it's going to be third over. iOS, it's your second one. If you like how this looks and you just want to change out the artwork later, or you think your phone number is going to change or anything like that, click on the piece of paper and save it. Your project has now been saved. All right, so now we're going to go ahead and get out of here. And this is great because if you are, say, waiting for the kids after school, whether they're in sports or, at school at all, or they're doing a homeschool class and you've got a little bit of downtime and you want to start creating some stuff, you can use this projects feature. If you get interrupted, save it, and you can come back to it later. Same with scheduler. If you have some free time where you want to schedule, your next week's or next few days posts, you can do it all right there at that time. To access these, you'll tap on the menu in the top left. Projects are all right here. You can either delete it or you can open it, and then you can make changes. So if I don't want to use this bottle anymore, or if I want to change all of them out, I can do that and just delete them and just tap on them and click on the X. Now I'll go back to artwork and decide what else I want to put in there. So we'll go ahead and add this, and we'll make that a little smaller to fit. And again, place it there. And of course, we've got to do a shadow. And then we'll go ahead and grab some more. And this one's tilted a little differently. And if rotating it won't help. That's all right. We'll make do. And then let's say we'll grab one more piece. Not sure if this really goes with it, but we'll just pretend. Let's set those on the table there. All right, add our shadow. And I'm going to move things around just a bit once I've applied this. We'll scoot that over. Actually, I think I'm just going to take that out. Okay, so I've removed that. Oh, and there's our notification. Post is ready. Do you want to send a post? So let's go ahead and click OK. And I'll show you what's going on. So here it is. It's loading up the post. And it takes me to Instagram. So now I can go ahead and post it. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and click on the feed, hit next, and then hit next again. And my caption is saved, so all I have to do is paste it and hit OK. And that'll go ahead and post for me. I don't want to post that just yet. All right, so we're going to go back to this one and move this over just a bit and get this one ready to go. All right, and now if I want to save this again, I can save it again under something else, which we'll go ahead and name it that. All right, so that'll be there as well. We'll hit done. And now it'll take me to the sharing page. So again, once this is finished, you can either share it off or you can start over. So a couple other things I can show you is collages. Let's see. So if you want to create a multi-image collage, you can do that. And again, Projects works great for this because you can save them and change them as needed. So we're going to grab these, and then I'm going to grab just a random photo that I'm going to take out. So I guess it doesn't matter what I'm going to do here. But I want those 5 spaces. So I'm going to go ahead and do this, hit apply. I'm just going to kind of resize everything. Now, I'm not sure if I really like the sizing of this, but what I'm going to do is swap these two. So by tapping on the images, the menu pops up and you see that that's there. What I want to do now is tap and hold. I'm going to, replace. And I'm going to put a solid background there. So I'm going to go to background. And I guess they're not there. They might be under any Norwex. Had some solid colored backgrounds in here before. Here we go. Let's grab purple. All right, so what I like doing here is changing the border. The border is awfully thick. I'm going to go ahead and change that to thin out. Apply. And I want to move some of these pictures. All right, so I'm going to lock this. So if you ever find images that you don't want to change, tap and lock on them. Let's snag that one. Trying to move it around to fit a little bit better. All right. And we'll replace this one as well. These are so cute. You can stretch to make them fit. All right, so we'll pop that one there. The other ones are cool. All right, so now we're going to go ahead and add some overlays. I'm going to add my logo with my name on it. And we'll put that right in the center. And then we'll go ahead and add my contact info as well. All right, and so done. We'll go ahead and roll with that. And then that would be shared off. So that's what that would look like. Then you can kind of play with it. There are different types of collages, layouts basically that you can use. Just click on the collage button under edit layout and you can see the different sizes of everything. This one probably would have fared a little better for us as far as what we were doing. Let me see if I swap with this bottom one. And then we would change the border. And so you can play with this. I mean, nothing is exactly permanent until it's saved. And even then, as long as you go back instead of saving it for good, you're probably okay. So you can do something like that as well. And then you're done. Now, an alternative to hitting the done button, there's these 2 arrows right here. If you want to preview it before you save it, you can do that as well. What that'll do is that'll just show you what it looks like without all the editing features around it. And if you like it, then you can move forward to done. If you don't, you can make any changes you need to. So that is the Norwex and Photofy subscription kind of in a nutshell. If you have any questions, then we'll go ahead and get to those right now. And feel free to add questions as needed, and I'll be happy to show you how to make those changes or create whatever you're asking for. So we'll go ahead and stop this recording, and I will jump on live and join you guys for some live Q&A.
All right, everyone, I hope that was beneficial. I loved actually working with all of that on my own time, which is pretty cool. I'm joining my Android device to the webinar now. That way we can see what it looks like on an Android device versus all of the iPhone. Let's see, so share my screen, and that's gonna kind of take over. All right, so Photofy is gonna look exactly the same. Let me see, get that loaded. I had some great questions while the webinar was running, and so I'm gonna get to some of those. That way the information is the same all around. We did have some questions about desktop. Unfortunately, we do not have a desktop version at this time. We are mobile only, as Photofy was originally envisioned and developed for on-the-go content creation. So we have kept everything mobile. A lot of people really love having all the tools they need in the palm of their hand. And it was, you know, it is on the wish list maybe for the future, but we're not sure. We don't have a timeline. And we just kind of have to see how things go, because we do have a huge mobile usage for everyone. So, all right, let's see. Do you sign in as business or individual? You can honestly use either. We suggest business just so that it keeps you on business side, but you do have access to both. So when you're signed in, if you look at the very bottom, there's a little drop down. Let me get my mouse working here. Little drop down. Oh, my mouse made it disappear. Weird. Okay, hang on. I don't know why that did that. It has to do with connecting my mouse to the phone. But anyhow, if you look at the very bottom center of your screen, there's a little drop down menu that says accounts. And if you tap on that with your phone, it will bring up both your Norwex and your personal side. So you take a look down here, personal and NA Norwex. NA Norwex is North America. So if you are somewhere else, a different region, it'll say something else. All of that is assigned based on what your region is with Norwex and your Office Suite subscription. Ashley, yes, you are correct. You do have to have an Office Suite subscription to have access to Norwex on Photofy. This is no additional cost. So if you are an Office Suite subscriber, you just have to register with us so that your account will connect, and then you can gain access to this. So one fee, access to all kinds of cool stuff. But anyhow, on the personal side, if you've not registered for the Norwex side, then you'll see this orange screen. If you have, then you can pop over to Norwex and you're good to go. All right, let me try this mouse again. There we go. All right, let's see, we had, will the entire webinar be on the app? Okay, yes, because it is on, all of this is mobile. And let's see, how can I share directly to a party on Facebook and not to my personal feed? So Facebook unfortunately limits third parties as to where they can share. We can share to personal timelines and business pages only. And let me show you, I do have Facebook connected to this phone. So I'm going to, let's see, Photofy. I don't think I have any Norwex stuff created on here. Let's go ahead and grab a repost here. And what you can do from here is share to Facebook or Instagram, perhaps. All right, we'll just grab something else. This phone has been acting funky. Maybe I should switch back to the iPhone. All right, so we'll grab this template. We'll say you're invited. And you'll see with the RSVP here that, and at the very bottom as well, that my information pre-populated. That's part of the tokens that pop up when you fill that out. The rest you can edit, obviously. So date and time, we'll say October 15th at 5 p.m. And place is going to be online. Let's see. Put this on my Facebook. .com. This is one thing I don't like about this phone. All right. / J Smith. We'll just pretend this is my business page and additional information. Join, I don't know, join now. Okay, so that's set. We're going to go ahead, and you guys on Android have a check mark instead of done, like iOS has. So we'll go ahead and click that. We'll go to Facebook. Now, the first time you set up with Facebook, it's going to ask you to sign in. And I can continue as myself. If you have pages, you're going to go ahead and click on Edit Settings so that you can click which pages you want to have it access. Okay, then tap on Next. You can show the list of pages, done, and now it's linking to Facebook and Photofy. So now I can choose where do I want to share this to. And I can type in my caption here and share away. So this will not allow us to go to a party or a group, but it does allow you to go to your timeline or to a business page. So keep that in mind. If you want to share directly to a business page, what you would have to do is go ahead and open up, or excuse me, to a group, and go ahead and open up within your Facebook app. And then here, we'll just grab the Photofy group here. And then you can share a photo right from here. And that'll go into your group or party, however you want to do it. So that is how you would get around that. Let me go ahead and close out Facebook. Something to keep in mind is you want to make sure that your permissions as well are set for us to be able to save to your device. I know the very first time you sign in, it will ask you if you'll give us permission to access your phone. And what you can do is go into actually Android. You're going to go into your phone settings. Let's see if I can find that. And then you're going to go into apps and notifications. And then you'll find Photofy in your list of apps. So if you have to see all of your apps, you can do that. Or since I've just recently had Photofy open, I go here. Permissions, files and media, you want to allow. Okay. The other thing that you want to allow is your camera. That way, if you want to take pictures with your camera, you can. You don't need to access contacts. The other one is notifications. Make sure your Photofy notifications are turned on. For those of you who want to use your scheduler, you're going to need to have notifications turned on. Otherwise, you will not get that push notification. And that will, I don't want anyone to think that it's not working. It will be, as long as you have those notifications turned on, and you should be good to go. Okay, so the next one is, how do you get your name on your post with token? So the templates that are pre-built into the app will have place settings for different things, whether it's a name, an email address, like the invitation had my name, my email address, and then can't remember what the other one was, but anyhow, different templates will have different things. If you want to add your name to something that does not have a placeholder for it, you can definitely use the text tool to do that, just like I did with the phone number in that demonstration. So that is something that is very easy to get to. Now, if you see your tokens popping up and you notice that there is a typo or you've changed something, like you've changed your website info or your email, you can do that as well. So what you're going to do, and I know I went over this earlier in the beginning, but we'll go ahead and try it again. So if you go to settings in your menu and then manage profile, that should pop up your profile information. And once you're in there, I think this is the first time accessing it on this phone. Once you're in there, you'll have that list of information to change and update and go from there. Yeah, it's not going to load on this one. Okay, yep, there it goes. Takes a little bit. So here's all of your token information. Say I wanted to update my name and add my middle initial, or something, however you want to do. You notice that it turns yellow. Once you save it, it should turn green. You can either tap on save button on the right or save all tokens at the bottom. Okay, and let's see, is the video available to watch later, just in case you have questions? Absolutely, this will be available. If you go to support.photofy.com and look for the Norwex button, it will be in there. There's a section for videos and webinars. Okay, so I've gotten partially signed in, but it just keeps spinning. If you're on an iPhone, for some reason, after you fill out your profile, sometimes it will hang there. Force close your app and then reopen, and everything should be good to go. Let's see, and I assume we need to be careful with resizing so we don't mislead our customers as to how big the product really is. You may. A lot of this is just a feature of product, but if you're concerned about any compliance issues, definitely run that by Norwex. Now, they do provide all of these images in here for you to use that they've created. So from what I understand, they are good to go as far as compliance goes. But if you have any questions at all, please contact Norwex and make sure that you're doing everything as they need you to do it, and you should be good. Is there any plan in the future to do a desktop version? So unfortunately right now, we don't have timeline again, but it is on the wish list for someday. Okay, and let me see. So I've got some newer ones here. How do I edit text? Okay, that's a really good question. Again, let's go ahead and open up an image. And we're going to add some text and come back to edit it. All right. Sugar plum. And we'll say yum. Okay. So if you've got something here and this whole thing is driving me insane. Okay. So if you want to change maybe, okay, we'll just get out of there. All right, so if you've got some text here and you want to make changes to it, what you can do is go to, just tap on the image. And if you tap twice really fast, it'll pop up the editing for the text itself, so you can make changes to what it says. And then it will take you through if you want to make any changes to the formatting, you can do that as well. Now, if you only want to make changes to formatting, you can tap on the text, bring up that bounding box there, and then the 3 lines in the top right, or excuse me, at the bottom right there. And that'll allow you to make formatting changes only. I hope that helps. Let's see, can this also be done on a computer? Okay, unfortunately, no. Can you take your own picture and use it as a background? Absolutely. So if you have a picture of something that you'd like to use, grab photos and collages. You'll be able to access it through albums. And then you can take pictures from there. Take your pictures that are available on your device galleries. So these are some masks that I have. But you could also, if you utilize the camera icon here at the top right, click on that and your camera is now live. So you can take pictures on the fly as well. And so, and there were people who actually utilized those images in some of their before and afters for things that they were cleaning, which I thought it was great. Let's see, are there written instructions? So, there are actually, if you go to support.photofy.com, or if you are in the app and you tap on the 3 lines at the top left and tap on support, that'll take you over to our support section. That does have some written instructions. Now there is a Norwex section that is more about your account and account management. Here's the video tutorials and subscription support. But as far as utilizing the app itself, you'll find some of them in different sections. So like the features, this will kind of tell you a little bit. Now I'm working on updating a lot of this because our app has changed a bit since these were created. But for the most part, it should work out. And of course, if you have any questions at any point, feel free to email us. If you're on the phone here and you tap on support, there is 3 lines in the top right and submit a request pops up. That will send you over to our support form. This is the best way to get a hold of us as far as questions go. Just kind of give us an idea of what we can help you with. Give us as big of a description as you can if you're running into an issue with the app at all, and we are more than happy to help. All right, so that's support. This says I need to know how to change the color to solid in the texting words. Linda, if you could maybe elaborate on that, if you're talking about artwork, or are you talking about just the text feature? Let me know. All right, let's see. And how do I copy color font? Okay, so that color spectrum option is what you're going to want to use. All right, I'm going to tell you what. I'm going to take and go back to my iPhone because it seems to be faster on my iPhone for some reason today. Sorry about this. All right. Let me share this screen. And photos. All right, let me load that up here for you. Okay, so copy the color of the font. It is going to be a color spectrum. So if you're on text and you go to format, then you can go to the colors. I wonder if Zoom is what's making this slow, because it was perfectly speedy earlier. Sorry about the slowdown, guys. Let me try this again. I'm not sure what's going on our back end. I apologize for this. Okay, so copying the color of the font, in the formatting area, you'll go to color spectrum. There we go. And then I'll just kind of type something here. Format, and then spectrum. Scroll down just a little bit and it'll reach the eyedropper tool here. All right, there we go. Here's the eyedropper, and you can move this little dot around. So if I want to grab that purple, hit apply. Now it's available there. And you can do that with pretty much anything that's on the image. So if you've got logos and other artwork and stuff, you can do that as well. Okay, can I schedule it to post my Instagram story? So in the scheduler, what will happen is it will pop up your Instagram and it'll give you the choice to post to your story or to your feed. So really you're scheduling it just to go to Instagram, and then you get the choice once it pops up and you click on that notification. And can you change the size of the photo so you can use it as a banner on Facebook, or does that have to get pre-approved through compliance? You can absolutely change the size of your image. We have what's called the ratio feature. Let me go ahead and grab something that I think would fit. We'll grab this one. And so if you go to edit layout, tap on ratio. And you can change to, we've got a bunch of presets in here. Now, I don't know exactly what the size is for Facebook. However, you can create custom if you click on this add custom dimensions, and you can add, Facebook and the width and height. Keep in mind that these are in pixel sizes. Something that I do have available for you guys, again, if you go to support, so tap on the menu and then support, and then search for custom ratio. And what I've done is created this article that has a little video tutorial, but also then goes through and get some dimensions for you, suggested dimensions. So it looks like cover photo would be 828 by 315. So what you would do is you would enter those pixels into the app. So 828 by 315. Done. So we'll say photos and collages, and we'll go back to that image, edit layout, add custom dimension, Facebook cover, oops, and 828 by 318. I think I remember that right. And now you'll see it right here. So what you can do is you can resize your image, to match that, and then add, go on creating from there. So you can add your logo and add whatever else you need to the picture. So I just kind of threw that together real quick, but that's basically how you do it. Let's see, what if you have an Instagram business account, can you share it there? So the way I understand Instagram to work is whatever you have that you're logged into at the time is what it was shared to. So if you want to share to your personal account, you're going to want to be logged into that. If you're logged into your business account, then it would share to that. So, go to your Instagram before you utilize that, and then it should share to whichever one you're actually logged into at the time. Trying to change my phone number in my tokens and my business number, but it won't save. Denise, is it not turning green? That might be what's happening. Close it out and try to go back and then see if it does save there. It might just be an issue with it turning green. How do I find my projects I've created and saved, but I haven't shared it yet? If you have created projects, they're all going to be located in the menu under projects. So if you open up we call it a hamburger menu here at the top, and then go to projects, they're all right here. So you can open or delete if you need to clear things out. Let's see, if we have two phones, can we register on two platforms with the same login? I have both an iPhone 11 and Samsung 10. You can, Stacey, absolutely. We have people that use tablets and phones. So hopefully that will help you out. Let's see, and color in the text, I already did that. Want to create an info sheet with graphics and text, which box do I use? So an info sheet with graphics, what you may want to do is grab your background image, whatever that may be. It looks like there was a really cool one that had some lines in it or something earlier. I can't remember where I snagged that from. But anyhow, you can grab different things. I think it might have been one of these. And edit layout, and then the ratio, and then you can make it, if you need to make it large, you could do an 8 by 10. Hit apply, and then resize from there, however you need it to go. And then you can add title and all that good stuff in there. Hopefully that helps you out. And where do I find the link to my Facebook business page or VIP group page to copy and paste into my profile? That is probably going to be on Facebook. You'd have to pull that up in Facebook to grab that link. Let's see, and I do not have the eyedropper change of color for text words for color. You should, if you, I mean, everyone's got color spectrums. So if you're looking at the spectrum feature, let me move this to where we can see it, I guess. Go to format, tap on spectrum, and you see how it slides up? It's really odd. Push down, slide it down a little bit, and then that eyedropper tool will be right there. I don't know why it always goes right there, but it does. So push down just a little bit and you should see the eyedropper tool right there. If someone says you can use their creation, but just put your consultant name on instead, how do I do that? So if you have something that they have created, if their logo is like in a solid place, you might be able to put a sticker over it. If it's something like, you know, up top, obviously that's not going to work. But what you could do is, let me grab maybe something I've created on here before. There should be lots of Norwex things here. Okay, so if you want to use, I need solid. Okay, so if they've made this per se, okay, and you just want to change, oops, did I have two things clicked? I must have. All right, camera roll. We're gonna go grab that blue one. Okay, so if they created this and you want to change this portion, you can use the stickers. I'll grab a rectangle probably and cover that. Now you're going to have to change the color to match the back, right? So you're going to use spectrum, slide that down, grab the eyedropper and move it there. So now you're basically covering up their logo. And then you're going to go to Norwex and grab your logo and place it there. So you see how it blends in though? Now this is something that makes it a little tough on using that blue background, but what you can do again is use another sticker. So let's move this out of the way. Here's a sticker. We'll grab this rectangle again. And what I'm going to do is change the opacity. So it's not so bold, but it's still there. I'm going to hit apply. And now I'm going to go grab this Norwex logo and I'm going to bring it forward. So I'm going to click on the three lines or three dots and make sure that it's brought forward. And now I'm going to place it on top of that. So now it stands out. So hopefully that helps. Yes, please make sure if you're using somebody else's stuff that you do get their permission. Is there a way to make a transparent background? Unfortunately, no, not within Photofy. Everything flattens and saves to a JPEG, so it will have a background on it. And then if you need to take the transparency and utilize it, you need to get a different app. There's one called Background Eraser that I use for a lot of things. So you can try that. Okay, and Trudy, I've registered. When I go into the app, I can't see any Norwex products. Trudy, make sure you're logged in. If you have registered, tap on the three lines and you should see sign in here at the top. That'll take you to the sign in page, business sign in, and then you can enter your email address and password. I've got all mine saved here, so quick to jump in. But once you're signed in, you should get that pop-up info. If you have any troubles with it, maybe it's a different email address, but you can contact us at support and we can help you out with it. All right. Seeing how do I, and I already got that in chat. So that is all the questions that I've received from everybody. If you have any other questions, thank you for your time today. Sorry for a couple little hang-ups on the live part here, but for the most part, I think we got through everything. So thanks for spending your morning with me, or very early morning, depending on where you are, maybe evening, not sure. I appreciate your time. And again, if you have any questions at any time, tap on the 3 lines at the top left, go to support. And if you can't find the information here within all of our support documents, certainly submit a request here and send me the question. And if it's something that you think is important, let me know, and I can actually create an article. If you think it's something that another Norwex user may have a question for, I'll most certainly add it as an article into the Norwex section. So please, feel free to send it. I love getting suggestions and helping out. Now, if you did miss any of this, or you didn't get to see some of it for whatever reason, again, go to support and then find the Norwex box, which is right here. And then under video tutorials right here at the top, there's a link for Norwex and Photofy past webinars. You can go here and it will link you to, it's kind of a double link, but anyway, it'll link you over to where we keep all of the past webinars. So you can go see any of them that we've done in the past. So they're all set by date and they're kind of in chronological order backwards from latest to oldest. So this one will be up there within 24 hours. And I guess that's it. So thank you so much. And we will see you again, same time, same place next month. Have a great rest of October. And if I don't see you guys before then, happy Halloween and all that good jazz. All right. Have a great one. Thanks so much. Bye.